guys, welcome back to Veno's Ventures. And for today's venture, since school is around the corner, actually from where I live at, school is starting back up on Monday. I decided to give you guys 8 tips and habits of a successful college student. These are some tips and habits that I do personally, and they have helped me through my journey thus far, and I'll continue to do them, and I think they will continue to help me. So first thing first, this is getting started with school. Do not go to school until you are 1000% ready to go, and go only to better yourself and your education. A lot of people like to go to school to get financial aid, or they go because their friends are going. Don't do that. That's not quite the thing to do. And in my personal experience, a lot of people are telling me, oh, you have to go to school, college right after high school, and I was like, I'm not mentally ready to go. I'm not. I just got out of high school. High school wasn't my thing. I am going to go to college, but I'm going to go a semester after I get out, and everyone's like, don't do that, don't do that. I did anyways, and I've been really successful with school. Thing number 2, go at your own pace and knowing your limits of school. So this has to do, for me, people would tell me to take classes. Oh, you need to take this class, you need to take this class, because I'm a registered nurse major, and people would be like, you need to take these classes, this class, this class, this class. I'm like, I'm not ready for that class yet. I know I need to take that class, but I'm not going to take that class until I'm ready for it. Only take classes that you're mentally ready for, because some classes are overbearing and will really mess with your head if you're not mentally ready for it. I learned personally, don't do it. And this is another thing. Once you're in school, each semester you need to do this. This is a reoccurring thing. Every semester, before whatever classes you're going to take, you figure out what classes you need to take each semester. Then once you take your classes, you look at your list of professors for those classes, and you go to ratemyprofessor.com and type in your professor's name and look what other students have rated them. And even if it's a low rated professor that you happen to get, or that's the only professor available, even if it's a low rated one, you'll still be able to see what other students have said about them and what they say about the work, him, her, whatever, the teacher, the professor, how it goes. And personally, if it wasn't for Rate My Professor, I don't think I would have been as successful as I've been, because students are brutally honest on there. They will slice your throat on there. They really don't care about any of that, which is helpful towards us, but yeah, use Rate My Professor always. Tip number 4 is, once you're in school, if there are any clubs or groups that are interested, you seem slightly interested in, or are offered to you, say in a counseling appointment or something, take advantage. Just find a community of people that support you and believe in your goals. That could be friends, that could be a group, that could be counselors, that could be anyone. Just find people who actually support you and who are like on the same track you are and do the same things that you do. Not necessarily do the same things that you do, but aren't gonna misguide you from the things that you want to do, if that makes sense. And then this is number 5. This has helped me tremendously, and this is sitting in front of the class and being present in class. Sitting in front of the class has benefited me in so many ways, because I don't get distracted by all the people around me. I don't feel the need to have to look over, around, and all that. I'm always focused on what's happening right in front of me and listening to everything my professor has to say. You need to be present in class. If you don't know something, ask questions, ask a peer, ask your professor after class. Never leave class without fully understanding what the lecture or the subject was about when that lesson, that day, that lesson, whatever you're doing. Tip number 6, habit number 6 is staying organized. This is just really being aware of everything you have going on. Some people might have a planner, some people might have a calendar, some people do it mentally. I'm more a mentally type of person. I don't like to necessarily have a planner, write everything down. I'm more mentally, which isn't the best, but It works most of the time, but find what works for you. If a planner works for you, have a planner, write all your assignments down, all your appointments, all your activities when you have work, all that stuff. Write all that stuff down, then you'll always stay organized. Know when you have assignments, always being on top of everything. Not just work, school related, but life-wise. Step number 7. Why do I keep freaking saying steps? Tip number 7 would have to be give yourself me time. I know school is very important once you're in, you feel like that's all you can do is school, but you need to give yourself me time. That could be family time, that could be with friends, if you have hobbies, that could be anything you like to do. You. Not studying on your computer, nothing like that. No, nothing to do with school. You have to give yourself relief time, me time, fresh time. Yeah, me time. Tip number 8, last and final one, you need to be goal driven. School may seem easy sometimes, but it's not always going to be that way. But what is not always easy but will always be worth it. What is not always easy will always be worth it. Yeah, that is true. And that is right. So, even if you fail a class, don't let that dignify who you are. Always push better and do better. Don't let what anyone says about your grades dictate you and define you. Because I recently went through a little situation, a little mini story time for this video, why not? Last semester I failed my first class, and I'm a registered nurse major, and it was one of my bio classes, and it was human anatomy, and everyone's telling me, anyone I tell basically is like, you know you can't be a nurse now, you know you can't be a nurse now, you know you can't be a nurse now. Like even professors, people who are supposed to believe in me are telling me that, like, oh, you know you can't be a nurse now because you failed human anatomy. I'm like, you telling me that, if I was not driven and knew what I'm capable of and know what I'm gonna become, would stop me. That would push me down. That would not allow me to keep going towards my goals. So I had to let them know that I could still be a nurse. I know that if I keep pushing and past that class next semester, anything is possible. So just know that anything is possible. Never give up on your dreams. Never let anyone tell you different, even if you may seem like sometimes what they're saying is true. It's never true. Your goals are your goals, and they're made for you. They're yours, you made them, and they're gonna come true as long as you stay focused and you don't allow anyone to tell you different. But yeah, that's my page. Okay. Those were my 8 tips and habits I came up with for a successful college student. I hope everyone has a great semester and passes all their classes. And if these tips helped you, do not be afraid to comment in the comments below what tips helped you, or if you have any other tips that I could try when I go back to school next semester. Let me know. Thank you so much for checking out this video, and like always, be put in my face, yo. But like always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And like always, stay tuned for more videos.